A woman gave birth at the age of 70 and became the world's oldest mother, but not everything seemed to go smoothly. Being a mother is one of the most complicated jobs in the world, that's a fact. Along with pure happiness and excitement, there will always be room for struggles, sleepless nights, and other challenges. And when you become a mother in your 70s, it's almost certainly even harder to jump on the bandwagon of never-tired mothers. When the world got to know that a 70-year-old woman from the state of Uttar Pradesh in India had delivered the twins in 2008, everybody was baffled. Even though she didn't mind the criticism that came her way at that time at all, later updates about her life as a mother made it clear that people's opinions might have been right. Being a mother in your 70s is really hard, and the woman got a really good hang of it. Amwari Panwar was on 7th heaven when she gave birth to her 2 sons. She and her husband had already had 2 daughters, but the couple had always dreamed of having a male heir. "I thought if I'll give birth to a boy, I will become like other mothers," Panwar told the Daily Mail. "Without a son, there was no life for me, because who would own this house if I had no sons?" There's no wonder why Amwari wanted a son that much. The majority of the country's population in India practices Hinduism, and most Hindus believe that it's male relatives who have to perform a person's death ceremony. Thus, the couples literally needed to produce a son. Of course, it's really complicated to get pregnant at 70, especially when your husband is older than you. That's why Panwar and her husband Charam Singh came up with the decision to undergo IVF treatment. Such a procedure is quite expensive. At that time, it cost 350,000 rupees, which was the equivalent of about $9,000. So the couple had to remortgage their property, sell their buffalo, and withdraw their life savings to get enough money to make their dream come true. However, money was not the only obstacle in their path. It was probably the easiest one they had to overcome. One research conducted in the US stated that getting pregnant at the age of 40 had around a 12% success rate, let alone a woman at the age of 70. Despite everything, in the summer of 2008, Panwar did the unthinkable. She welcomed 2 little kids into their family via cesarean section. One boy named Akashvani and one little girl who they called Barsat. In one of his interviews, Singh told, "The desire for a male child has always been there, but God did not bless us with a male child. Now we're very grateful to God who has answered our prayers." Panwar was also extremely happy. "For more than 40 years, I've thought God did not think I was fit to produce a boy," she said. "But fate works in funny ways. It must have been meant to be that I waited all this time." Even though not everybody was happy about the couple's decision, Panwar and Singh stood firm and were on top of the world. 6 years later, Panwar gave another interview to the Daily Mail. She was still positive and blessed to be a mother at such a late age. "I'm very happy that I'm a mother of a 6-year-old," she said. "It is an unexplainable feeling." Unfortunately, not everything was as good as they wished it to be. Panwar's youngest daughter, Barsat, passed away at the age of 4 when the doctor prescribed her expired drugs. Their son Akashvani was healthy but still created difficulties for his elderly mom and dad. When the boy turned 6, Panwar found it difficult to raise him, especially because he was a child full of energy. "I'm not able to bathe him properly. I have problems getting him dressed. It is hard to run around and feed him," she revealed. "Old age is like this." Nevertheless, the two did their best to bring up their child. Some people in their neighborhood started helping and supporting them. A villager named Virmati said, "It is good that Panwar gave birth to a child at this age. According to me, they've made the correct decision. They have love between each other, so it's good." Panwar was also concerned about how many of her son's milestones she or her husband would be able to see. "I wish that my son gets married very quickly and we both can be present at his wedding," he said. Despite all those worries, she promised not to torture herself about her son's future and whether it will be with or without her. She already creates an elaborate plan. "After my death, my daughter will take care of my son," she said. "I am not worried." And now Panwar has a vital goal: enjoy every single minute of spending time with her son, no matter how much or how little time is left.